Hello and welcome to number 5 in our series of dogs we have in the kennels. Um, this evening I wanted to talk about this lass here. Um, Her name is Queenie. Queenie's about 3.5 years old now, and it's very interesting really because she's out of some imported semen from the Duke of Buccleuch in Queensbury in Scotland. Um, there's a The Duke is quite an interesting chap, really. His ancestors were one of the first people to import Labradors into England, and the Duke can trace his stud book back to around about the beginning of the 1800s when the first of these Labradors came in. Anyway, it turns out that he was looking at his kennels there a few years back now and realised that they were down to the last two Labradors of that line. So he decided that he couldn't afford to let the line go, and at its height they had over 95 Labradors on the estate. The Duke of Buccleuch in Queensbury is the wealthiest landowner in England, more so than the Queen. So he's had a chat to his gamekeeper, Rab Clark, and asked him if he knew anybody who would be interested in coming along and resurrecting the line of Labradors. And Rab Clark said, well, yes, I do know of a man who lives in Edinburgh, and he's had some wonderful success with spaniels, and he comes out here and does some training. So the Duke encouraged the gamekeeper to contact this chappie, and he and his wife and young son came down for an interview with the Duke, and was offered the role of resurrecting the line of Labradors. And he said, well, I'm happy to do that on the proviso I can have my spaniels as well, because that's my number one love. And the Duke said, I don't mind what you do, providing the line of labs isn't lost. So, to cut a long story short, he gave them a blank checkbook. He took them round to an old piggery on the estate that was derelict, and they did up the cottage and turned what was pigsties into a state-of-the-art kennel complex. There was anything like it. Charlotte and I went over there in 2011 to do a day with the man. His name is David Lisson, one of life's all-time gentlemen. Absolutely lovely chap, and a wonderful dog trainer. He's won the English and the Irish championship several times with his Springers, and he's now resurrected the line of Labradors as well, and doing very, very well in competition with them. But anyway, back to Queenie. Queenie is out of that kennel, out of the Duke and Buccleuch and Queensbury's kennel. She's some imported semen put into one of my bitches, and she is the outcome. Just a lovely, lovely bitch, really. Quite old-fashioned. A nice head, lovely head, beautiful soft eyes. She was very, very slow to get off the mark, to be honest with you. She took her time to really get her nose down and start hunting. My friend Howell from New South Wales came down. He has a brother to her, and we were out doing some shooting, and he said, I can't believe it. But one afternoon I was out with the guns and the dog, and a rabbit just popped out from under her nose. I don't even think she really knew it was there, but that was like somebody going like that with a light switch. And from that moment onwards, she will hunt like there is no tomorrow. She spent this last year during the duck season with some friends of mine, and they had her out duck shooting and so on and so forth. And just a lovely, lovely bitch. And she's had a litter of puppies, and they're all coming along very, very nice indeed. And we hope to use her a little bit more in the kennels as time goes on. Very impressive pedigree, especially on the dog side. The dog's name is Buccleuch Kelsey. and he's got just about everybody in his bloodline. So very interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what the offspring does, because it's not just her offspring, but what comes in the next generation and the next generation after that is what interests me in particular. So that's our little bitch for tonight. This is Queenie. She's currently in season. She hasn't been mated, but she just wants to be with you all the time and has that beautiful eye contact that we try and achieve with the spaniels, where they look at you wanting to know what you want them to do next. So I hope you like Queenie. I do. She's one of my favourites in the kennels, and when she's not in season, she spends most of the day with me. I've got to keep her locked up. We don't want any accidental matings. So there you go. Hope you like what you see. Once again, be safe where you are. Take care. And know that we're thinking about you, especially our friends overseas. All right? All the very best. Bye-bye for now. Bye.